a varacskos disznóját. Ott maradt, abba el kéne menni az első órára. Egy komótosan. Azért kis rúgjuk el neki. Itt kommunikálnunk kell. Hello!
New fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Úgy legyen. Beszélgessünk inkább később.
I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Hát mennek itt a smúzolások, az első challenge-ünk. Közösségi térbe. Megy a sakkozás. Hogy álltok? Azt mondja, hogy... Hello?
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you.
Nagyon nem így volt. Rakva.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all
Fig
the
white
attention
pig.
away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Én kicsit introvertált, extrovertált vagyok még a játékban is, mindig nehéz a... Úgy nagyon sokat kommunikálni kell. A fekete tó.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Oh, köszi.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Pedig nem tűnt szimpatikusnak. Mindenki Riverly jut. Oh. Kuty. No, tempózzunk itt az első nagy feladatokra, ami felfelé vezet. Legyen úgy? Nekem is új, mert abszolút másik iskolával csapatom. Ó, hát tanárnéni. Ó, befogott minket. Moin, Last Gates, alles klar? Wie spät?
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have.
Valami bagolyó.
After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
A field dank. Thank you very much. Miért menőbb, mint a Gryffindornél?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. I certainly would have appreciated some
Nem maradtam itt.
guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Azzal figyelj oda!
Revelio.
Mit szól, az unokáink össze fognak házasodni? Erre varjon gombot.
The guide will give you
50-50?
opportunities to
Jó,
practice
50 a tanárnéni.
and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Semmi izé nincs itt felderítendés.
Why don't you
De
cast
azért
your
van.
relics on that statue?
Rövelióval megtaláljuk ezeket a nagyon jó dolgokat, amivel lehet fönt látható tapasztalatot gyűjteni, plusz extra olvasmányt, és előbb-utóbb emelkedni fog az élet szintünk is tőle. Jelenleg itt még nem elérhető semmi. Itt lesz a megtalált dolgok tárháza, az alapguide-ok, és ezeket szépen ki lehet majd nyitogatni különböző ruhákért, illetve skinekért.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Hát igen, az eleje az kicsit lassú, de... Ilyen mászkálós játék utoljára ezt a Oblivion Skyrim volt, amiben ennyit bele tudtam volna tenni, és így le is tudott itt ténylegesen kötni, így a sztori meg a kinézet alapján. Összességében tényleg nagyon tetszik. Hopp pontok.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Jó. Itt a térképünk, és akkor megvan a hopp pontunk, ami jelenleg itt található. Jó, itt még nem enged nekem semmi. Nem. Ezeket még nem derítettem föl, igazság szerint, nem. Menjünk akkor a Central Hall-ba, csak úgy rém lett, hogy nincs ez nekem felderítve.
The time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Revelio.
Always something happening
I know.
here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Már kell mennünk shoppingolni.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Oké, hát tök jó, hogy megtanították nekünk ezt a rebelliót, meg az elemlámpát, és akkor felderítjük majd valamikor a kastélyt.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you
Mit csinálhat ez a csávó a
explain the details of the
szökőkútnál?
guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today, and remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you, and invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll
Hát
see
így
if we
folytatjuk,
can't
se
get
sérünk
to
oda, se az első órára, se a shoppingolásra. Az anyámat.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Nem, arról beszéltem nekik, hogy a unokáink össze fognak házasodni. Varjon rá gombot, ha tud.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Oké, akkor választhatunk küldetést végre. Megkaptuk így a mapt, legalábbis az iskolán belüli mappot. So hard. Akiót megcsináljuk.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now,
Kösz a segítséget, bátyja. Indulnánk.
Classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies,
Oh.
including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Jó.
Revelio.
Ha. Találtunk valamit? Nope. Van küldi. Hello?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before.
Festményeket tanulmányozza.
And I do. An empty frame doesn't appear for no reason.
Kép nélküli
Something more
festményeket.
to this.
Segítsünk
If I
neki?
have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Remény halnak utoljára.
Do come
Revelio.
and find me if you stumble on something
Lumos.
illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should
Amoly
look around in
lepke.
case it's nearby.
No. Indemoly lepke az itt van valahol.
This looks like the location
Lumos?
from the painting.
Ez az,
Let's get you
tapasztalat.
back to your frame. Moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting the lumos on
Hoppont
it.
is kell.
Revelio.
Ilyen toxik.
Lumos.
Gyere lepke. Big lepke, au. Itt van egy repülőpapír. És akkor oda kell csapni.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle.
Első az mindjárt ilyen egyéb küldetésre is a fő óra, de...
Revelio.
Hello?
Lenora, I solved the mystery.
Megfejtettük a rejtvényt.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Kösz az XP-t.
The moth!
Revelio.
I should have seen that.
Nézzünk, küldit. Azt mondja, nem ezt akartam. Leviosa. Húha! De kettő jó. Hoppá, ott van tudás. Azt még gyors felszedem, és arra megyünk. Ó, így kapom meg a tapasztalatot. Let's go. Big átvezető. Hát ez itt a kert. Lehet másik órára kellett volna előbb menni.
Revelio.
Griffendélház. Gyerünk, gyerünk. Rúgjuk el neki, rúgjuk el neki. Azt hittem, hogy a mellé küldi. Viszont ott van egy hoppont, azt gyors begyűjtöm. És mehetünk is nagy órára.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity. Especially in the heat of
Vigyorgok, mint a tejbe, tök jó lesz az alap.
which is what we've just learned. Starting with something small.
Gyorsban megtanuljuk. Hopp, hopp. A Szent-Diót várom, de valami alaptámadó Magic.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Aha. El kéne kenni a próbabábút, vagy legalábbis ki kell rajta próbálni. Be kellene tenni ezt a... Nem tudom, én nem tudom. Oké, most engedi betenni. Jó. Rip, ping, pop. Arbeit, ez jó volt.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with
Valakivel karatéozni kell.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive.
Nem használunk Protégót.
What are you doing up there? Rather good at this, aren't you? I know. Levioso. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Teljesen le kell hittelni, vagy... Mit szeretném tanálni? Pedig mi hagytuk is magunkat.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Haggard. Glad
Virágot az öltözőmbe!
practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Úgy legyen. Akkor megtanulunk.
I'd hate to face Professor Hackett in a duel.
Nice work.
Csá!
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly
Nyomadhatjuk még ezt a duálozást.
Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
Mázlim bocsira.
Then, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Ah.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section.
Akkor menjünk ebbe a titkos
You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you,
duálkóba.
Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Úgy legyen, gyakoroljál addig, gyakoroljál, aztán találkozunk abból a titkos duálozó klubot is elkelnek. No. Next. Menjünk a következő órára. Nyomatjuk a főküldetéseket jelenleg. Nagy talentolásokban. Rebellion. Mentek a nagy csilingelések. Sehol semmi. Hát derjünk. Derjünk bele. Most én nem akarok, hogy nem mutatja csak az utat. Ó, így. Meg lehet röptetni ezt a papírost, és akkor mutatja a big utat. Jó lenne. Mellé küldi, vagy tapasztalat. Lesz bőven, ahogy hallom itt a nagy csengésekből. Hát a kardió az megoldott, ennyi lépcső. Tök menő szobor. The Gandalf. Még egy emelet, még egy emelet, még egy emelet. Nagy Magic, azt lift meg nincs. Hehe, nem lehet elvenni a labdáját. Jaj, bocs. Meg kell várnunk itt az órát. Megvárjuk. Na, ülhetünk mellé. Tök jó.
I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education.
Na, nagy 5. évesekkel vagyunk, azt most kezdtük a sulit.
I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But, before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Gyurcsány korszak.
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Vegyük el egymás könyveit. Csipázom a lelkesedését a tanároknak. Akkor tanulhatunk tovább. Nagy X-eket kell nyomni, de még azt is elrontom. Teljesen jó. És megtanultuk a Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner.
Nem olyan rossz.
I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Menjünk a friss levegőre. Az mindig jó.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Tanuljunk.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
Tudom én, köpködő kövekről beszél, de lényeg az, hogy hosszan kellene nyomnom. Hát ennél sokkal hosszabban. Mondjuk így. Sokkal hosszabban. Na, az 50 pont.
Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to
Jó,
give
jó
our
kis
new
akcentusa is
student a
van.
bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Jöhet a challenge.
You be the blues, just as before,
Ez
and
nem
Miss
olyan jó.
Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Én vagyok a kékkel. How dare you?
Here we go.
Ja.
Accio.
Ki fogok kapni?
Very good.
Watch this.
Aj, de jó állunk. De miért profi? A hölgy. Ja, adom. Hello? Hát.
I will get you back for that. Isa.
Tündérbogár.
There we go.
Mi legyen? Kapjunk ki, vagy... Ja,
Accio.
mindegy.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Sorry van. Entschuldigung Sie bitte. Jujunjia.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Legyen úgy.
Now,
Fókuszáljunk.
set to go.
That is how it's done.
Ja. It's done.
Accio.
Hello? 50? 50? 30.
Watch this.
Nézem is. Az 50 neki. Az jó. Akkor duplázzuk meg azt a gyenge gulót. Oh.
Stay focused.
Elvesztettem a vonalat. Bátya.
Isa.
Nem fókuszáltam a kokuszára. Igazi gentleman vagyok.
Accio.
Nicely done.
Kikaptam! Teljesen jó.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Kezdők szerencséje. 1-1.
Weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Legyen.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans. If you're so
A word,
inclined.
if you would.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Beszélgessünk.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Mennék. Ha viszont a lángos. Ez a rész sajnos véget is ért. És folytatódik tovább a Pikk kalandozása Baracskos disznóban.
Revelio.
Találtunk valamit? Üdvözletem!